Do we have an accountable government? What do you think? When you need help and you reach out to the government that's supposed to help you in certain things, have they ever really helped you? If you go file a complaint, is there ever really a resolution, or are you ever really satisfied? I don't know about you, but the answer to that question for me is absolutely not. I can't remember a time in my life that the government's helped me or I felt satisfied with an outcome. Maybe you can. So what I've got going right now is I've been filing some bar complaints against attorneys. Allison Curtis, Lindsay Liddell, Amos Steggy. The first two for using false affidavits written by employees of Allison Curtis in the court to get restraining orders against me for speech. So that's what Allison Curtis and Lindsay Liddell did, is they're relying on false affidavits. Amos Steggy, he's a man that's an attorney for Washoe County. Didn't know him ever before, but he put my name into some court cases, and I guess he doesn't like me recording stuff because, I'll show you what happened, why I filed the report here. So political candidates, so these things are okay. Don't block my camera. Oops, I can get it up. There we go. It can go up here. I'm not threatening. Let me show you what happened here. Hey, Mr. Steggy, can I ask you a couple questions?
No, not today.
Well, I understand that my name was on a list that you created. Is that kind of like Lindsay Liddell's list that my name is on? Why won't you answer questions about that? You hate the First Amendment and the Constitution? Because it seems like you're trying to silence me. Or is that Chris Hicks' deal? Yeah, so anyways, this guy put my name into another guy's court case. My name was inserted into another man's court case where they were going to restrict me him from talking to me. They were going to try to muzzle me through this other court action. And that's what this attorney here was trying to do, was muzzle me in this other court case. And so anyways, I'm just asking him some questions. I was in the courtroom recording the court. I asked the judge for consent as a member of the media to record the courtroom. So that's why I was here. This man was there, put my name in there, and so I was asking him some questions as we were walked down the hallway. You're not a candidate for office, right? I just want to know if you're trying to stop people from talking about political issues in our community. Very unthreatening. I'm just asking about political issues. I was never threatening in my demeanor, manner, and I'll keep watching. Silence them. That's really more what it seems like. I mean, you were using the word vexatious up there. My tone is very low. Right, Watson? You remember that? So how has Mr. Conti been vexatious, or is that just something you guys make up as you go? Is that what you do, sir? Okay, now watch his hand right here. See his hand? And he lifts his hand right up at me. So from another angle, let's see if I can pull this up for us here. I think that's what I want to share. Yeah. Right up in here. Hand down, hand up, trying to block me from getting in the
elevator.
This is a public space. I remember the meeting. Now think about it. If you're a normal human being, the cop's standing right there, and if I'd done this to this deputy district attorney, what would that cop have done to me if I reached out and tried to touch him or interfere with him in any way? What would the cop have done? Be impressed. Like I said, also political candidates, so these things are. And now he comes across the cop, across the elevator.
Okay.
Don't block my camera. Trying to push into me, trying to push my bag with my camera that he sees there now. Where that's
Okay.
right there, he touches and makes contact with me. There you go. They can go. Again, if I'd done that to him, what would that cop have done? Here. I'm not threatening, I'm just holding my camera so you don't block it. But anyways, so why? And I've got to be defensive because this cop's going to protect him no matter what. Why did you say those things? And the issue with Mr. So remember, this is an attorney, right? He's got to follow certain rules. So the question here is, does he have to follow the rules like you and I do, or does he just get to ignore the rules? To find out the answer to this question, I filed a bunch of complaints. One of them was to the Nevada State Bar. And I reached out to them thinking, okay, they are in charge of enforcing the rules against these attorneys. And the result of my Nevada State Bar complaint was right here. And all that they really say is, my glasses on so I can read it exactly. Thank you for taking the time to submit your grievance to the State Bar of Nevada regarding attorney Emma Steggy. We take every submission seriously and we understand how important this matter is to you. After careful consideration, we have decided we cannot pursue this matter further at this time. After researching your information, we determined that your grievance involves allegations which should be addressed in an appropriate judicial setting. So the bar is telling me that I need to go sue this asshole. So anyways, I would argue that they're not trying to help me. I'd argue that when I got arrested, I went to a bunch of places, nobody tried to help me. I would argue that I'm probably not alone in these experiences when I go deal with our government, because what I'm discovering is with the Nevada State Bar, and I'm going to try to find out the exact answers to this, only 10 to 20% of the complaints that are submitted get investigated or looked at or dealt with or accepted or however they want to call it. So that means that 80%, roughly 80 to 90% of the people that reach out to the state bar for help with a bad experience they've had with a legal professional, they get no help. So if you're not helping a majority of the people, majority of the time, and I would argue that not helping 90% of the population is not helping the majority, but helping the minority. I would argue that the Nevada State Bar doesn't really need to exist in its current capacity. Because isn't the purpose of this to keep all of these things accountable to the public? Yeah, when you go to the Ethics Commission with the state of Nevada and you file a complaint, I found the same thing to be true for them. The Ethics Division only investigates 10 to 20% of the complaints filed there too. So let's take a look at the Nevada Bar and see what we can find out about them. Anyways, this is their website here, but they don't, yeah. So you can go for the public, find a lawyer, certified specialists, mock trial, problems with an attorney, disputing, file a complaint. So if you go here, file a complaint,
chances are they're not going to do anything for you. So isn't that kind of the interesting thing about government? You go file a complaint, but most of the time nothing happens with the complaint. It's kind of like, when the cops hotbox you and illegally arrest you. Anyways, my thought is, how do we fix this system? How do we make the government accountable? Anyways, that's what I'm running for, and that's why I'm running for election. Help me fix the problems. Let me know what you guys think. How do we solve these problems? You got these corrupt attorneys, this corrupt system that doesn't investigate them. You got some corrupt law enforcement that can't get rid of the corrupt law enforcement because they all protect each other. The whole system is protecting itself. And there's a lot of good people in the system. So how do you get the good people to get rid of the bad people? I don't know about you, but I'm watching the stuff in Minnesota and all the fraud. I don't know if you've seen that. Billions and billions of dollars of fraud. Anyways, these are problems I want to solve. Hit a like, give me a comment, reach out to me. Let's fix the problems. I appreciate you watching. Thank you.